Justin Herbert this, Justin Herbert that. Is this the year that Justin Herbert gets them over the hump? Last year they had a 27-0 playoff lead, and they lost to Trevor Lawrence on a Saturday. I think this year they have everybody healthy. Khalil Mack back, Joey Bosa, J.C. Jackson. So I think this year they're going to be pretty viable. So here's my season predictions on the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 1 versus Dolphins at their house. I do have them losing. I think Tyreek, when Tua's healthy, they one of the best teams. Last year, the Chargers won. This year, I think Jalen Ramsey, he played in that same stadium for the Rams, so he's very familiar with the grass or whatever. I just think, it's going to be a shootout, though, because Kellen Moore is the offense coordinator. I think the Chargers going to put up a lot of points, and I think the Dolphins are too. But I would say that the Dolphins are going to win this one. I have them winning. And then week 2, they rebound. They go at Titans. I think they score a lot of points. The Titans ain't going to be able to keep up. Hopefully, Brandon Staley fixed the run defense because it was atrocious last year. At week 3, at Vikings, it's going to be another shootout. All they got is Justin Jefferson and Addison. I mean, they have offense. They don't have no defense, so it should be a lot of points that game as well. I have them winning, though, at the Vikings' house. Week 4 versus the Raiders, I have them winning as well. They got an early bye, so week 5 bye. Yeah, and then week 6 coming out the bye, they play the Cowboys. I think Kellen Moore is gonna want a little revenge on the Cowboys for kind of letting him go, saying he was the problem for scoring too many points or putting too much on Dak plate. So I do have them beating the Cowboys, even though it's in LA. I mean, it's gonna be Cowboy City. Really, they have a lot of fans out there. And then coming off of that, I have them losing to the Chiefs in week 7. And then week 8, the Bears, I just think they're going to score a lot of points. The Bears, they don't really got a great defense. They got an okay defense now that they added a few linebackers, but I don't want to put too much emphasis on them. Then they lose to the Jets at Jets, West Coast to East Coast on I think this is Monday night. No, this is a Sunday night. So, yeah. They lose that one, and then week 10 versus the Lions. Lions a dome team. They come into LA. They can score a lot of points, and so week 10 they win that one. Week 11, I think at Packers it's gonna be cold and everything outside, but I still think Justin Herbert is too much for them. They win that one. And then they lose to the Ravens because I said in previous video, the Ravens, they have like a 10-day window from a Thursday game to like this game, and it's too much time for John Harbaugh to prepare. So they lose that one. And then week 11, for some reason, Bill Belichick owns the Chargers the last couple of times. He beat them like a few years ago, like 52-3 or something like that. So I got to go Bill Belichick on that one. I'm sorry, Justin Herbert. That might be a win if they score a lot of points, but I just got to go with Bill. It's just certain teams like Bill and the Jets are same thing. He just win on certain teams. Week 14, I do have them beating the Broncos at their house. And then week 15, the short week, I do have them losing to the Raiders because the Raiders at home. Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo be back. He play in spurts. He kind of injury prone, but he might be back. And he is a winner, so they might win that one. A little blimp in the road. Then they come back and beat the Bills after a 10-day stretch. 9-day stretch, I'm sorry. And then they beat the Bills because I think they're going to score a lot of points. And then, that's the only way they're going to win is basically outscore a lot of these teams. So, yeah, and then I have them losing because they're a dome team as well, going week 17 outside at the Broncos, in the low air pressure or whatever. They lose that one. And then week 18 versus the Chiefs, they win that one at their house. So, yeah. And they end with a 10-7 record, the same as last year. And I think they just miss out on the playoffs because it's seeming like in the AFC with all those top quarterbacks, it's going to be 11. And I think to get in. So I think they miss it, yes. On to the next video.